You're welcome back. This is a pulse here on Joy News, and a while ago we were talking about illegal mining and the impact it's having on the health of a lot of people. Now, the matter we're going to discuss also relates to health. The Ghana National Association of Teachers says it is alarmed by the increasing cases of cancer among its members. The association says as many as 2,500 teachers have been diagnosed with cancer between January and May this year. The cases are prevalent in the Ashanti, Eastern, Western, and Central regions where galamsey activities are high. The high cost of cancer treatment has also priced teachers, some of them out of treatment, leaving them in a life and death situation. GNAT has therefore set up a cancer foundation to support teachers with cancer. For what is causing, let's get more on this matter here on Joy News. Armstrong Thomas Asante is the GNAT Cancer Foundation Board Chair. Mr. Armstrong, you're welcome.
I thank you.
And of course, Roger Na is Roger Na Sunday Nyaba, GNAT Chairman Eastern Region. You're welcome. Or he's not here.
He's not here.
All right. So in his place is Christian Adinkra, GNAT Chairman Wadina Denta Abokobi branch. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I thank you.
Right. So let me start with you. Why the foundation? I mean, first of all, cancer. Is there a reason why you are recording so many of such?
Yeah, thank you very much. In the first place, our number of teachers are over 260,000. And as we said, Greater Accra is the highest among the regions having cancer cases. Almost all the regions have cancer cases. My understanding is that because in the cities, Greater Accra, Ashanti region, Eastern region, most of the teachers go for screening so that they will know their status. And so we are able to know the number that visit our center. As soon as they see their status, if they have it, they run to our center, Swedish Ghana Medical Center, which has been purchased by GNAT for treatment. And since 2014 to date, we see some cancer prevalence in our members. And so looking at the dangers involved, GNAT decided to establish the foundation, which will solely manage cases of cancer among our members, so that we will see how best to deal with them, manage treatment cases, treatment costs, and then preventive awareness campaigns too. We will do all these things so that we will minimize, if not completely eliminating cancer cases among our members. And that is why the call has come. It has become so necessary that we do fundraising, ask for donors, every Ghanaian and beyond, corporate entities, diplomatic corps, government, everybody, to come to our aid so that we raise money to take care of our cancer cases, and then more importantly, to do preventive education so that many or all our teachers will be screened so that early detection will be able to deal with the cancer cases.
So let me bring in Christian, right? Yeah. So I mean, tell me the stage of your members and why there's such focus on cancer.
Yes, since 2014, like you mentioned, we realized that one of our mandates as a union is welfare. And so we detected that most of our teachers are getting lost to cancer. And remember, the treatment of cancer
is no joke.
It's no joke. You can sell your house to treat cancer. And so looking at the devastating nature of cancer on our teachers and the excruciating pain and hassles they go through, we came together to start contribution. And so we started with 2 cities. But looking at the rising costs for treating cancer, in 2022, we increased to 5 cities. And look, for every year, the teacher contributes 60 cities. And it will take 30 years for the teacher to contribute 1,800. But of course, we dwell on our strength, our solidarity, that if we put all these 5 cities together, we can support our members who may contract cancer. And so we have 4 stages of cancer. The first, second stage, you can be treated and you'll be fine. You go back to the class and teach. But the third and the fourth stage, which is even more expensive, look, we spend about 750,000 or 750,000 on treatment. That's the minimum. And if it gets to the third and the fourth, we spend close to 250,000 before the teacher. And even that one, the third
and the fourth,
and then the fourth stage,
there's no coming back.
That is it. Okay? And as a country, if we do not take care and support the GNAT Cancer Foundation, such that we treat our teachers with cancers, because the numbers are frightening. We will have empty classrooms soon. Even with this number that we have, the teacher will move from the hamlets, all the places to come for treatment at the center, the Sweden-Ghana Medical Center. He or she is losing contact hours. That is how crucial it is.
Right.
That your child that you have committed to our care, to take care of, has to battle cancer.
Yes.
And of course, it's not only the money, but the pain, the time lost.
And the thing is also that if the teacher is not in a very healthy situation, there's no way you can impact.
There is no soundness to impact
child.
positively on the child. So the GNAT Cancer Foundation was actually put together by the National Council, or for that matter, all teachers, to ensure that we have 5 mandates, raise funds, ensure that we educate our members, ensure that we offer treatment, ensure that we screen our members, so that before even it gets to 3rd and 4th stages, we will be able to detect, support the teacher for him or her to be treated. Remember, the 5 cedis we pay, brother, covers the teacher, his or her spouse, his or her 2 children below the ages of 18, and then the retiree teacher. So the 5 cedis you pay, the teacher pays a month, caters for 5 people, because the retiree teacher isn't paying. And so it's becoming a burden on the fund, or the Cancer Foundation.
What kind of cancers are we talking about?
We are talking about cervical cancer, we are talking about prostate, we are talking about head and neck cancer, we are talking about blood cancer, we are all forms of cancer that the teacher, by mistake, or the teacher will acquire. We treat it. Are you getting it? And the rate is suggesting that now it is the prostate that is increasing. Why? Because
people don't do early check.
People don't do any check. Our men, male teachers, let's check. Because you may never know it is on you, but because you are becoming, I am the man, you don't go to check. By the time they realize, it gets to the 3rd, 4th stage. And so prostate is increasing, cervical is increasing. The doctors or the oncologists at the Sweden-Ghana Medical Center are saying that, 1, we do not check regularly. And so even if you are seeing symptoms, we introduce things into our system that exacerbates the situation.
You resort to herbal medicine that are
herbal
not
medicine,
tested.
and some still think that cancer is superstition. There is a spiritual aspect to it. Look, cancer is real. We cannot bring superstition into it. Our teachers, we are appealing to you. If you see any sign of cancer, just walk to the next screening place, ensure, or clinic or center, ensure that you are screened. That is why the fundraising that we are having tomorrow morning at the GNAT hall, we are appealing to all members of corporate Ghana. We are appealing to philanthropists. We are appealing to everybody impacted by the teacher. You are impacted by the teacher. The doctor in the surgery ward is impacted by the teacher. That banker is impacted by the teacher. That president, that MP is impacted by the teacher. So if we do not rally ourselves to support the fund, to raise more funds, we may be ending up soon, losing the teacher in the classroom, and the classroom will be empty.
So this foundation, how old is it, Mr. Chairman?
Oh, we started in 2022. It's 2 years now.
And so far, what has been the support from the foundation to the members?
The support has been the contribution. And as my brother rightly said, the contribution is woefully inadequate.
Despite your huge numbers?
Yes.
Yes.
The contribution is woefully small because, the rising cost of treatment is the factor. So the same money we raise, which was able to take care of, say, 100 patients as the time passed, can no longer take care of.
Yes.
such patients. So that has called for the need to solicit for support.
And all these cancers we are talking about is not covered under the National Health Insurance Scheme?
No. No. So it is our members that we have to support in the treatment of...
So in the support system, is it, I mean, you pay for everything?
Everything.
Yes,
everything. Such that, you see, the 5 cedis we contribute comes in. But the inflation, the medicines are imported, okay? The medicine for treating cancer is imported. So remember, it's inflation. Remember, exchange rate affects it. And so if we were paying, let's say, 46,000 cedis, 2014, or 2016, 2017, now everything is dollarized, such that all the medicines that we import, we are still contributing 5 cedis, but the medicine is increasing, the price of it. And so when it comes like that, and of course, remember that the numbers keep increasing. We don't know why our teachers are acquiring cancers, all forms of cancers.
Perhaps you need to also commission investigation into it. I mean, the root cause, so that in your attempt to prevent it, you will use that as a measure to get to the root cause of it. But before we talk about the fundraising this weekend, let me bring in Roger Nyaba, who is the GNAT chairman in the Eastern region. Mr. Nyaba, you're welcome. So tell me about the story in the Eastern region.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Yes. In the Eastern region, as my colleagues have indicated, it's not different in terms of figures. The figures are scary and alarming. When you take, for instance, the data coming from the Foundation and the Sweden Ghana Medical Center, as at May 2024, you realize that Eastern region was one of the 4 top prevalence rates in the country. But what is sad about it is that when you compare, even Eastern was the 4th in terms of numbers. When you come to, in terms of treatment, Eastern is topping in terms of the treatment. Look at over 1.6 million was spent on members coming from Eastern region, against a figure of 250. This is something, when you look at it carefully, even though we have the proximity to the center or to Greater Accra, what it means is that early detection is a serious issue around here.
Right.
Because the earlier the detection is done, the better and the less treatment the cost will be. So in terms of Eastern region, the figures are not good at all. And I think the foundation have come a long way to at least.
And Mr. Nyaba, is there a particular kind of cancer that is so prevalent in all the cases that you are dealing with? Is there one that stands out and appears to be among a lot of people in the region? I'm talking about your members.
Yes, in terms of Eastern region, what comes up is the breast and the prostate. Breast and prostate is the highest in terms of the figures.
And I mean, the basic thing here is that if you are a man and you are 30 and above, I mean, you are prone to prostate. If you are a lady too, breast cancer is something that you may battle with in your lifetime. That is, if not detected early and dealt with. So, thank you so much, Mr. Nyaba. Let me come back to the studio. Let's talk about, so this weekend you want to focus attention on raising more funds to undertake this noble exercise. So, what really is happening this weekend?
Yeah, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., we are doing a mega fundraising. So we are calling on all well-wishers, diplomatic corps, government machinery, the ministers, the MPs, all individuals who care about the teacher, who hears this story, the plight of the teacher. We are appealing to everybody to come to our aid so that we raise huge sums of money so that we will be able to do preventive education, so that we sustain our teachers. We need sustainability so that we will be able to diagnose, screen, diagnose, and treat them And if that is done, we will save a lot of teachers for our dear mother Ghana.
But Christian, in terms of the recovery rate for those that have had the opportunity of being taken care of by the foundation, what has been the recovery rate?
The recovery rate also is spec'd against early detection, such that if you come to the center and you are between the first and then the second stage, irrespective of any form of the cancers,
it can be dealt with.
It's dealt with, and some of the teachers are testifying. They live healthy, strong, okay, after going through the various chemos or the various treatment segments. They are okay, solid. But if our teachers come, or those who come to the center, who are at the third and the fourth stage, honestly, the oncologists are saying that at those stages, you are managed. Managed here means it will take some form of godly intervention.
Yes.
And the pain we are having as a foundation is that we spent much more money
at that stage.
And so the concern of the foundation is that we now move into education, screening, so that after we screen and we identify that, oh, you are exposed or you are showing symptoms of it.
How regular do you undertake such screening exercise?
Yes, we do it based on invitation and per the data. Now that we, as at this time that we are speaking, Greater Accra is leading the numbers of those who go to the center. We now have to focus attention. However, those smaller numbers in those regions also, because they are not having access to the modern facilities to screen, the numbers are smaller, but they will come with a rate that is at the third and the fourth stage. And so we are spending more, like Roger said, in the Eastern region, though Greater Accra is topping the numbers, we spend more money on those teachers coming from those areas. And so Friday tomorrow...
But is it a case that they only got to know of their status when they visited a health center, perhaps with a different, ailment, and
yes.
then later
that's what is happening.
That is what is happening.
That's what is happening. And so we need to
So therefore, personal responsibility for one health becomes very paramount.
That's it. And so you need to be educated. When you are aware of your responsibility as an individual to do regular checks. I mean, breast, when we went to Koforidua, for example, where Roger is coming from, or Roger is, we realized that the breast, the women have it more. They have more lumps because they don't check regularly. And the prostate too, we detected some. Those already are showing clear signs of cancer. This one, you need not to go and you need not to, And so personal awareness is key in solving and in reducing the various stages. And so the recovery is dependent upon early detection, for that matter, how you yourself, you put yourself in the treatment process. Because some of them, the oncologists at the Sweden Ghana Medical Center, will give you a time schedule. You realize that some don't take it serious. So it's undulating. But it must be consistent to ensure that the treatment is complete. If it's not complete, it spreads to the other parts of the body and it becomes worse.
Of course.
An exacerbated case of cancer is worse even before you die.
And the fact of the matter is that we are talking about teachers, but this goes for everybody.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes, everybody.
Yes.
And remember, we are treating the teacher, his or her spouse, the 2 children, and then the teacher that retired 2022.
It's also being taken care of.
It's also being taken care of.
So who have you invited to this fundraising exercise?
We are inviting you, everybody in corporate Ghana. We are inviting the diplomatic corps, all the embassies, we have invited them. We try to reach the MPs. We try to reach all the philanthropists that we know. We try to reach out to chiefs. Because look, the teacher lives with everybody. As far as you are a human being, you have some darkness in you. You need a teacher to break that shackle of darkness within you. That's education. And so for you to be educated, it takes the teacher. And not any teacher, but a professional teacher. And that is why the union takes it upon itself that we rally our strength together, bring 5 cities into that pot, so that if any teacher his or her wife or husband, the 2 children, are with cancer, they are treated for free. And so you looking at us and watching us on Joy News today, tomorrow, we are inviting you, whatever you will do to support the teacher, just with 5 cedis. So this is a 5 cedis campaign that sit at the comfort of your home. We have opportunity for everybody to donate. We have opportunity for you, those who are coming tomorrow for our cocktail lunch. All we are praying for is that come with good support, give us that money to support the teacher who impacted your life. And so tomorrow at the GNAT Hall at Abraka, everybody that is watching us, please come along, support the teacher. The rate at which we are losing our teachers to cancer is frightening. And so if we do not take action now, we may have empty classrooms soon.
In the future. Mr. Chairman, your final words.
All that we are saying is that cancer is real and it is treatable. Everybody...
If detected early.
Yes. Everybody must go to health facility for screening so that you know your status. And then come to the aid of the teacher, support us so that we remove this challenge from our heads.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank everybody.
The chairman and Christian also, and of course, Mr. Nyaba too. So the date is tomorrow at the GNAT Hall, 6 p.m. It's a fundraising exercise for the Cancer Foundation. Yeah.